To start off, thank you all for coming to Open Mic Night, and I hope you enjoy my first poem, The Separation of the Brain and the Heart. For context, in case you wonder at the end, this is not a love poem, but rather a self-reflection. Is this what you call love? My cannibalistic grace. You swallow the ache of being seen, and urgings, devouring to survive. Laid beautiful ruination without witness, becomes a creation of your blurred consumption. Like salvation wrapped in skin, your prayers hung a slow catastrophe. Here, a body blooms with wanting, teeth tender, sinking into something sacred. Behind this altar, dressed as devotion, the most breathtaking hunger. Between bone and ache, the distance between them is where everything beautiful dies. Their gorgeous rotting, wilting even in slow motion, between them grows tragedy, flowers to buds where senses drown. Fed on red rivers and quiet devastation, only the beautiful terror of blooming into nothing. Whereas it yearns to bloom, trapped in this perpetual opening, forever hungry, forever full, suspended in the moment before something truly breaks. Inside, two selves taste each wound, cheering off delirious tugs at my heart, to consume what cannot stay as one. The split devotion, less the dissolution of love, tucked in between ribs, to be seen entirely by you. My next poem, Blue Softly, is dedicated to a dear friend, Blue, who I met 5 months ago, who unknowingly saved my life one night. Now you are all my eyes could ever look upon, with spring passing by and late night convos overlooked. You painted the shoreline into my mind, soft blue brushstrokes, replacing a canvas of white lies. I hesitated to embrace what never came, the usual emptiness to swallow your moment. The realization brushed by faintly, noticing tides rising without quiet falls. I wanted you close, not to fill the space, but rather a gentle light to guide me slowly. The faceless muse I longed for sat quietly in the clouds of the sea. Yet I never asked why I kept coming back. Blue lost its meaning and became more of a feeling, the kind that doesn't ask for anything but to exist besides you. For the first time in so long, the air didn't feel heavy. I finally stopped trying to paint my sky and just let myself breathe in your blue. Next up, we have Juliette Cassell with her 4 drawings.
These are the ones of my favorite band. They're called the Creamwives. You might have heard of them, you probably haven't. They're a indie folk rock band from Michigan. And I did this a few months ago, and I really like the music. This is Kate Pillsbury. She plays guitar and sings. This band, they do a lot of 3-part vocal harmonies, so she's like, one part. This is, she also plays guitar and sings. Her name is Emily Petersmore. She's releasing a solo album this October. I'm really excited. She's written a lot of really amazing solo music as well as what she's done with the band. This is their bass player, Ben Zero. He's the only one who doesn't sing. He also, I could never find a picture of him where he's smiling. I don't know why. But I really like this one. This was the last one I did, and I think you'll provide it. And this is their drummer, Dan Ricklebus, and he's also releasing a solo album in May, I think. And I'm really excited. I've heard some of his singles and they're really good. Yeah, and he plays guitars and he plays the drums, and he's always smiling and yeah, that's all.
Next is Danielle Liu presenting her photography in Crochet Creek.
Hi. So first I have some photos I took. So this I took every summer, or usually every summer. I go to China to visit my family who lives there, and so I took this. This was near my grandma's house, but I just thought it was interesting because there's the cat in the middle, but you can kind of see like some of the houses in the background. She lives in a pretty rural town, so there's some of the plants there, and yeah, that's my first photo. And then this, I'm pretty sure, oh, okay, I think I took this in Thailand because when I fly to China, I usually have to do a couple layovers. So one of my layovers was Thailand, and this was a little night market, so I took a photo there. And then this is my last one. I also took this on a layover in Singapore, and we went to this garden, and I just thought these flowers were really pretty. So that's my last photo. And then I also have, I'm pretty sure that's my last one, but I was inspired by Carolina actually to submit these because she submitted some really good crochet to the magazine, and I also crochet. So my first one that I made, I do flowers. So I made this flower for, it's kind of messed up, but I made this flower for my sister. I actually stole it from a room just to bring to open mic night, but I forgot the name of this, but I made it for her for Christmas, and I kind of used some different shades of blue. But yeah, this is my first one that I did. And then this is my second one. This was a rose I did for my mom for Valentine's Day. And also, I was kind of inspired, if anyone takes French, you know, by The Little Prince. There's one chapter where the prince has a rose, and there's one chapter where he sees a lot of other roses, but he was like, oh, mine is still special because I put in all the work to care for it and water it. And this took me a really long time. I sat there like for several days just continuously making this, so kind of reminded me of the rose from Little Prince. But this was my Valentine's Day gift for my mom, and yeah, that's my presentation. Next we have Harper Falavini with photography.
So this is when I very recently visited Scotland, and this was in a small seaside town in the Highlands called Inverary. And I don't know, it was like the scenery was just like breathtaking. So I figured, to take a picture. I have a bunch of pictures of just like the boats, and I really like the contrast really between like the ships and the background. And this was from the same trip. It was a little street by where we were staying that, in London actually. The area we were staying in was very quiet, and then like we stumbled upon this one street and it was like packed with people going there. And I thought it was like representative. I just really liked it. Kind of from the same walk really was this picture of a restaurant that actually didn't let us stay there. They actually wouldn't see us. But anyway, this is from when I was in Massachusetts, Jenny Peak. We would go on like walks before sunset, and there was this like backlit like small road. It's really a footpath that was behind like the neighborhood, and we would walk along it, and they were all. It was kind of like through the forest, and it was always really pretty at night. And then finally, this is like from the same trip. It was just we found this outlook that overlooked the entire mountain. Yeah, that's it. Jimmy Peak. So So, Leander Rogan is next. He's going to show us a playthrough of a video.
Next we have Oliver Fade with Please.
Okay. This is a poem that I wrote a little bit ago, just about, I guess, what I would call like my teenage experience, at least lately. And it's called Please, and the language is simple, but it's kind of trying to convey everything that's happening in my head. The stairs of a house I don't recognize make me want to throw up. The pictures, not pictures, in my head are places that I know, places changing, and I sicken from memory. Wooden banisters painted black over smooth lacquer I loved my entire childhood. A childhood deceased for years now, because of a mess. Disappearing friends, nightmares in basements, fears and sleeplessness, and other such horrors of teenageism. The eyes of my youth watch from my walls, my stomach tied in knots. A true sickness, one that disconnects me before I am entirely rewritten to your want, whether it manifests as taking spontaneous flight, as snakes escaping through the night, as birds flee through the atmosphere, I will be free.
Next up, we have Christiana Gant of Mariposa by the Peachtree Gospel.
I can't wait for you to call my name. I've been far away, but I'll keep running just to find a way to you till then. I've been running from it, tired of running from it, scared of feeling something. Now I'm stuck at trying to get up out of this hole. I tried to be strong, I tried to make it work, but I've been feeling too numb. Skies are bleeding on me, why'd you leave me lonely? Feeling Whitney Stoney, now I'm stuck here trying to get wherever we're going. How could I be strong and fighting for your love? I can't wait for you to come my way. I've been far away, but I'll keep running just to find a way to you till then. I don't tell you anymore, there ain't no reason to born for. I don't like feelings, I feel like feeling, and something I'm feeling so out of control. I know that the feelings are gone, I'm spending too much time alone. I'm hoping you pick up the phone and ring me when you wanna stay overnight. My shoulders right, my baby's all that I want, and I play them all of my favorite songs. That lady, there's my favorite one. I can't wait for you to come my way. I've been far away, but I'll keep running just to find a way to you till then. Ain't never gonna let you go. Got my heart, NASCAR racing, shining, never fading. He just left you hanging, feeling for your love, all worth it for the waiting. Give you what you need, take you where you want. Can't feel it when we're all alone. Know you're wanting something more. My heart is like an open door. Just ring me when you wanna go. I'll wait till you're home. Hold a place till you're coming home. Show you where the garden grows. Just ring me when you wanna go. I can wait for you to come my way. I've been far away, but I'll keep running just to find a way to you till then.
So this poem is called Oh to Be Free, and it's about an expose on child labor in different countries. On a large expanse of sand is a girl with cocoa skin and thick ebony hair that falls down her back in carefully done curls. Her name is Rani, princess in Hindi and Sanskrit. She is of Indian descent, with warm eyes, reminiscent of chocolates, you know, the expensive kind. She races along the shore, her lenga bellowing behind her as she goes. It is seemingly made of molten glass, pearly white with laces, spun gossamer, reflecting the sun's light. At the cliff, her nimble fingers gently pulling a kite, embroidered with gold leaves. Fingers practice in dancing amongst ebony and ivory keys that require no lock, only a musician, a master. With a half-hearted laugh, she lets go of the kite, heaving and wishing she could fly. Oh, to feel what birds feel, freedom. She unhappily sighs. She watches as the eastward wind demands a dance from the kite, the frosty breath of God blowing against the quilted diamonds, shooting it over the line where the land meets the sea, over icy straits, brooks of dreams, and rivers of shed tears. In the distance, 3 crows caw and advance upon the kite. With their talons, they tear at the gold fabric of the kite, and the talons get caught, but they are too busy ripping apart the beautiful to notice the gilded paint's chips falling endlessly into the yawning mouth of the sea. Their turn is finished, and they pass it over to the summer monsoon, eager and greedy, shoveling their cries. The winds and the rain cause the kite to tumble this way and that, and stretching the fabric very thin. I am also very cold and tired, and stretched to my bones, thinks the fabric, as it soars over jagged rocks, over the early tender morning light, and over green budding herbs, worming its way through India's arid soil. The kite makes its way down to a cave, the opening littered with small rocks, sharp shards of glass and pebbles. Tally marks paper down farther than the eye can see, testimonies of the ones who familiarize themselves in the dark. A place where shadows are friends and light is enmity, unfamiliar. The darkness whispers that here we are proof that not all living things need sunlight to live. Here the spilt blood warms the ground, trickling from cut arms and limbs. Here in the mines, food and light are not necessities. No, survival is talc and mica. Food means talc and mica, talc and mica, talc and mica, talc and mica. To some, the shine of these minerals is irresistible, sparkling with the word money and revenue. But to her, life has lost its glamour. Its gold sheen is no longer coveted by her, only a haunting reminder, a clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, a quota to be met, for mouths to be fed. Loud, angry voices contest in her head, tumbling and turning, crashing like riptides in the Ganges River in monsoon season. Of course, she has never seen the river, only heard stories from her father. Her name is Rajani, dark one, named for her coal-like skin, but on days when she chips away at the cold stone, she wonders, was it due to the reminiscence of the blackness cloaking her? On the 31st of the last month, she was born in this abyss, darkness her swaddling clothes. Her mother named her, for even in these caves, hundreds of feet down, she was an infant, staring up not at the sky of twinkling stars, but of topaz and sapphires, mica and talc. From day one, the darkness claimed her and called her mine. The kite watches the girl, observing her appearance. She has the same brown skin, her eyes brown but dull from days working amongst walls that close in. Her skin is brown, but it's not cocoa brown. It's brown like the dirt under her feet, arid and barren with minerals and water found miles away. Skin, cracked with blood and sweat, stains her body all over. Her fingers are broken and knobby, skeletal looking. It is pierced with the hum of the earth's core, craving the song of a bird's melody. And when it comes, its song drifts down the cave in soft echoes. Here in the mines, we only catch glimpses of whispered beauty. The kite pushes into the mines and grazes against the serrated edges of the wall. The east wind sings songs of time and privilege, of hope lost and found, of death and life. It propels the kite as it flies into a copse of trees, halting its journey. The kite's carmine shade is coated with a layer of brine, time, its holes allowing others to look into its insides, to see and infer its stories. It pondered its old life, for in its youth and safety it was the color of poppies on a summer day, not red like the blood seeping through cuts and calloused fingers used to prying rocks from silver caves, silver like the coins that clink against Rajani's master's hands as buyers exchange stone for metal, labor for goods, blood and death, sweat and tears for coin. Her master empties them into this red pouch, the color of strawberries steeped in fresh cream. It is not red like the rust coating of these metallic minerals, the corrugated metals of her tools. Fingers instead of layered with blood and wind-chafed palms. It is as red as a heart that beats for the music, as red as the dots that cloud her vision as sleep threatens to take over. It is red as the blood that permeates the soil, not red like the terracotta pots she drops the mica into with a clank. Down in the mines, we are close to one another. We trade uncertain smiles along with our tools. We whisper false promises to keep, God knows who going. We allow the memories to resurface and push them down, with each resounding thump of the hammer as it hits against the golden sheen of mica, a gavel pronouncing a sentence to its underworld. We ignore the pain, we suppress our heart's cries for a loved one. We think of God's words to Cain when his brother was slaughtered, the irony, hands killing man, hands killing our bodies, slowly determined. Does not your brother's voice cry out from the ground? The earth has music for those who listen, but is music just sound? If so, is it the cries of young children, souls perishing, tapering into a Valhalla of surrender? Is the 16th note scales being evenly played in the sunlit glassed-in piano room? Is it the resounding sound of a chisel scraping against hard minerals? Is it the sound of the ocean lapping against warm sand, kissing into your toes? Is it the rumbling of empty stomachs begging for food, or perhaps really begging for death? To her, to Rajani, music is a dissonant chord that threatens to crumble humanity's so meticulously placed facade. To Rajani, music is the beat of a tabret, the beat of her heart angrily pulsing in her ears. It is a rat's cry for justice, for someone to listen, for God to offer deliverance, to offer an escape. Back in Mount Hope Bay, Rani skips along the shore and stumbles. The stone glints gold. She winces and smears the blood across her white dress, picks it up, smiling. It is beautiful, it is hers. She wonders where her kite is gone. Oh, how I wish for freedom, she thinks. Oh, how I wish I could be like a kite and fly. Thank you. Next up we have Diana Mula with Magnified in Poetry.
First, I want to say thank you everyone for coming. This was such an amazing turnout. And for some context, I wrote this a while ago, but I feel like now, especially, it's really relevant with the state of the world right now. So it's called Magnified. Under a microscope, everything becomes clear. Edges sharpen, flaws multiply, and differences scream for attention. We start to fixate on invisible lines, borders, and differences until they feel larger than life itself. We argue over inches of land while standing on a planet suspended in endless uninhabitable darkness. We divide borders, we divide names, and we divide every little thing, but they vanish the moment we take a step back. When you zoom back to look at life as a whole, you come to realize that we are more alike than we are different. All humanity can only exist in a floating sphere, surrounded by a universe that can't sustain us. And yet, in the singular place where life is possible, we find reasons to divide ourselves. When all we have is each other, why do we choose to hate each other? Thank you.
I also like to learn my photography. I went to Long Island City a while ago with my brother. So these are just some pictures that I took of the shore. You could see like Manhattan and Brooklyn and I don't know, you can see like all over the city from here. And this one I just took on the sky would be really pretty walking home from school. And I just thought it would be nice to share. And this one is another of Long Island City. You can even see it back there. So it's a really nice place and you guys should come visit. Thank you.
Next we have Caroline Donham with her crochet creation.
I would just like to thank everybody for coming to open mic night, and
So the first batch of stuff I'm going to show is stuff that I'm donating to Love Nana. And if you need community service hours, they're accepting donations until April. And they're affiliated with the Backyard Players, so they're right in town. So first I had a little jellyfish. And then I made a bigger jellyfish. So I have 2 jellyfish. And then I made a little bumblebee. And I have also, I think my favorite patterns to make are octopi. So I have a lot of them. And I just brought 2 today because this is the main lot I'm bringing to Backyard Players. But I have a bunch of others at home. It's a very big container because I've been crocheting for about 1.5 years now, and I've gotten utterly addicted. But I mean, it's okay. I'm not doom scrolling. So, and I think my other favorite pattern to work with. And by the way, a pattern is it's an instruction manual for how to create a little crochet plushie or blanket or whatever you want to crochet. So I love dinosaurs. I have a lot of them, but this is one I brought tonight. And shout out to Sienna. She bought me this yarn. And then 2 quick other things before I get into the big one is that I also made my latest project was this cute little bag that looks like a star. And I think it was viral on social media, but I found a really easy tutorial. And this was the latest thing I've made. And also because these star bags have become my favorite thing to make. And I also made hand warmers. And I really like these a lot, and they were pretty simple to make, so. Okay, so for this last thing, I do want to give a little bit of context. So my grandpa turned 90 last June, and he was a first responder and veteran. So my mom had the idea to make him a big American flag blanket. And because I'd been crocheting for about 6 months at that point, I was like, okay, I'll do that. So. It took me about 2 months to make, or 3 months because the stars I procrastinated. So the stars were all sewn on individually, and that's why it took me a while. Because I think my least favorite part of crocheting is the sewing aspect, but still, I think by far this is my favorite major scale project, and I hope to crochet more for next year and submit again. So thank you for coming, and thanks for listening to my ramble. And next we have Rory Zucker.
So this is the first open mic night that I'm not performing something original, and I think that's a little representative of the fact that I've had a busy senior year. When everyone says, oh, semester 2 of senior year is so easy, you just get to float on by. They're lying. It's not. But I'm going to sing Everybody's Got Somebody But Me by Hunter Hayes featuring Jason Mraz. And I'm terrible at memorizing lyrics, so I'm looking it up. Wish the couple on the corner would just get a room. Seems like everyone around me's on their honeymoon. I'd love to kick a pin to a heart-shaped balloon. Everybody's got somebody with me. I don't know how I landed on this movie set. Seems like a casting call for Romeo and Juliet. I never would have noticed if we never met. Everybody's got somebody with me. And I miss you. Without you I just don't fit in. I know we're through, but I'm wishing we could try it again. I hear love songs playing on the radio. People slow dancing everywhere I go. I'm a good slow dancer, but you never know. Everybody's got somebody but me. I miss you. Without you I just don't fit in. I know we're through, but I'm wishing we could try it again. Sitting here lonely at a table for two, watching lovers being lovers in the corner booth. Seems like even Cupid don't know what to do. Everybody's got somebody but me. Everybody's got somebody, everybody, me.
Now for a closer, we have Miss Gayla St. Louis with the In Between and another poem.
Hello. So the other poem don't have a title because sometimes when I write the poems and I feel like no title fit them, I just let it be. Sometimes I can't happen to see it, to see past my face, past this broken body through my soul. I can't happen to see it. The beauty God sees in me, He called me wonderful, yet I know me homely. I can't happen to see it. The purpose of my birth, for thy voices in my head, sting my body instead. I can't happen to see it. The power I carry through this very body I desecrate. A soul will once be birthed in me. How precious to witness a baby grow slowly under my skin and come out perfectly, like a symphony from up high. This baby I not yet know, still my soul can't bear even the idea of her carving her worth from her skin. So why can't I use the same judgment to meet my soul and give grace to the body that carries it? Why can't I go past the part of my body's I label flaws and contemplate instead the miracle I am? Why do I reduce myself into nothing until someone lifts me into something? No, my dear, the artist that painted you called you his favorite masterpiece. He rose you out of the dust before breathing life into you. So you better believe that no one has that power to tell you who you are. You are the child of a king after all. Believe it, will you? That yes, the body is essential, but you're not just a body, you're a soul. The body is the art that only comes to life after the story is told. You don't know art if you can't read the story behind it. You don't know you if you don't know your soul. You can't ruin a piece of art, paint over it, but the story it told will remain. Your body will return to the ashes of the ground, but the fire of your soul shall never be extinguished. Oh, beautiful creatures, I am speaking to you. Open your eyes and see the wonder you are, a divine symphony earth surrendered to. My loves, do not look at yourself with judging eyes, but tenderness and love for the one who created you called you good. Do not wait for permission to bloom. Just lift your head up and let the sunlight shine on you. Thank you. I have a second one. It's called The In-Between. For context, it's about the period of time we spend between life and death and what we do with the space in between. The In-Between. At the very beginning of your story, a single note echoes in the universe. You gasp your first ear, boldly demanding the universe to acknowledge your existence. And there you was, lovely being placed in the heart of Earth with a purpose to carry starlight through the universe's veins. You have been told that you played quite an important role in the celestial body, but you couldn't figure, what could you possibly bring here? You believed that the world was full before you even appear, and long after you're gone, it will remain full. No trace of you will be left. No help was needed from you. But you're wrong. So wrong. Well, what do you do now that you're placed in between the hourglass that contains your grains? Do you just live in between the day you were born and the day you will give your last breath? You can't quite make sense of time. Every day that passes, is it one more day or one less to live? You even begin questioning existence. Where did it all begin? Where will it end, or will it end? You begin measuring meanings with facts and figure. When uncertainty hit harder, you begin connecting stories, creating constellations. And there it was, all you have been searching for. Perhaps there is a creator. No mistake is made perfectly. So you become a believer of the unseen. That's where you start dreaming. You start wondering what it feels to not be known or seen. Does this thing even exist? Or is it a ghost among the minds? Dead, but alive. If a tree fell in the desert and the only witness was silence, did it exist or did it not? If written words are never found, are they limited between the line or living quietly among the writer's mind? If this voice echoes in my head and call your beauty out, but my mouth did not assist, did I ever call you beautiful? So tell me, what do we do with the little bit of sand left in our hourglass if we can't even measure time? Each fallen grain has told a story, each one a blessing, but a cursing. How do I handle my remaining grains? Do I hold them tight in my selfish fist or open my palms to the unknown? Perhaps my legacy I should start to build. Brick by brick, I shall build an empire that carries my name. But in between the construction of an empire built on sand, I must not forget that the wind holds all power. In a fleeting moment, all I have built in all my years may disappear, and the only thing that will remain standing will be me, or the dust of me. And all I have done, and the place I own, the only thing that will be known is my story. So tell me now, what do you do in the in-between? Thank you.